Every civilization believes it will be the one to last forever. The Romans thought so. The Ming Dynasty thought so. And today, we think so too. But what if collapse isn't an event but a process already underway? What if the very systems that built our world are the same ones quietly tearing it apart? This is the story of why every civilization eventually fails, and what that means for us. To understand why civilizations fail, we first have to ask, what is a civilization? It's not just cities or technology. It's a complex organism, networks of people, energy, and belief, all working together. Historian Arnold Toynbee once wrote, "Civilizations die from suicide, not by murder." In other words, collapse doesn't come from the outside. It begins within. Every civilization begins as a response to hardship. In ancient Sumer, unpredictable floods forced people to cooperate, organize, and invent. Irrigation gave rise to cities. Surplus led to trade. Order became hierarchy. But hidden in that success was the seed of collapse. The more efficient society became, the more fragile it grew. As civilizations grow, they enter the age of expansion, the golden phase. Rome was the perfect example. Adaptable, disciplined, united. Its roads, armies, and laws connected millions under one empire. But success came at a cost. Each new conquest demanded more resources, more soldiers, more control. And as the empire grew richer, inequality deepened. The very system that built Rome's strength began to hollow it from within. Collapse is never sudden. It's a long process of strain, imbalance, and denial. The Maya overfarmed their land. Rome inflated its currency. The Qing dynasty resisted change. Each faced environmental, economic, and social stress, and each responded by tightening control. That's the tragic pattern. The harder civilizations fight to preserve their way of life, the faster they accelerate their own decline. When collapse finally comes, it doesn't look like chaos. It looks like quiet change. Roads fall into disrepair. Trade slows. Trust fades. And yet, people endure. After Rome fell, villages rose. After the Maya vanished, new communities formed. Collapse isn't an ending. It's a transformation, painful but necessary. What makes collapse so tragic is that it's often seen coming. Empires try to reform. They pass new laws, raise taxes, expand armies. But every fix targets the symptom, not the cause. Rome fought inflation by minting more coins. China fought rebellion by centralizing power. Modern nations fight inequality with debt. Each step intended to save the system only deepens its fragility. And so we come to us. Our civilization global, connected, powerful. The economy grows beyond imagination, but so does our debt. Technology unites the world, but isolates the individual. We extract more, consume more, and expect more from a planet that's already exhausted. For the first time in history, collapse would not be local. It would be planetary. When we step back, the pattern is clear. Civilizations rise when complexity is affordable and fall when it's not. Every new layer of growth demands more energy, more coordination, more resources. When the cost of maintaining that system outweighs its benefit, decline begins. Collapse, in essence, is balance returning. From the ashes of every civilization, 3 lessons remain. First, resilience is more valuable than efficiency. Second, trust lasts longer than control. Third, balance sustains longer than growth. Nature follows these rules instinctively. Civilizations forget them until it's too late. We stand now where countless civilizations once stood, confident, powerful, and blind. But the warning signs are visible. Political division, economic imbalance, ecological strain. Collapse is not inevitable, but it is natural. The question is not if we'll fall, but whether we'll adapt before we do. Civilizations fail when they stop adapting. But knowing this gives us power. If collapse is a process, we can interrupt it. If decline is predictable, renewal is possible. The future doesn't belong to the strongest or the richest. It belongs to those who learn and evolve. If this story made you think, share it. The more we understand the cycles of history, the better our chances of breaking them. Because the end of one civilization is always the beginning of another.